And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome to 2K Sports. We're ready to brighten the weekend with some Saturday night basketball. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Evan Mobley.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. Derek White out there with Keon Ellis. Then there's Mobley, then it's Jalen Johnson, and it's Watson in at the three, the small forward. And for Utah, we've got Trae Young, Jaden McDaniels out there with Barnes. Then it's Chet Holmgren, and it's Jones in at the two. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A., and it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Now here's Watson. The kick out to Johnson. This one for three. Gets the three to fall.
Yeah, classic dish from the big man to the outside. Mobley saw his team had an opening on the arc.
Jones feels it out. Pass to Young. 5 on the clock. Here's Jones. And there's the rejection. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Now here's White. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. The kick out to Young. Three-pointer off the mark. Watson with it. He's picked up by Barnes. White, good.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Now here's Young. Last game, 26 points for him. Holmgren. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Man, Mobley is always lurking, ready to erase any shot that comes his way.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jones. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
Utah shooting their first free throw tonight.
One shot.
The free throw off from Jones. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Johnson. Uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
And that's where Johnson does most of his work offensively, inside the paint.
Outside Jones. Launches a three. Rebounded by Johnson.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
There's a screen by Johnson. Here's Ellis. No luck on that one. Young with the defensive effort. Pass to Barnes. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
And this is how you finish inside. He doesn't fear anyone close to the rim.
Mobley, right side. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul of the game. Johnson a screen on Jones. White looking it over. 5 to shoot. Over Jones. White can't hit.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Outside Young. Pass to Jones. From 12 feet. Again, Utah.
Great look on the interior, and this man capitalizes.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Back to White, and stolen by Jones. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He's 0 for 1 at the line, missing on his first trip.
Shooting 2.
That one drops. He ties it up. Believe it or not, the season is drawing to a close. Have most teams met your expectations this year, Richard?
Many have exceeded my expectations, BA. Seems like play and players get better every year. Stars and good teams keep finding ways to improve. It's impressive.
Now here's White. Off a 12-point game. Johnson for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Johnson's got 8.
Yeah, Johnson will take advantage of a look from 3 every time.
Jones with the ball. He has 6. Young from long range. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And this is their first time matched up with Philadelphia this year.
They split the 2 games they played last year. Both teams really struggled to find wins throughout the season.
And that seems about right. Last season was one that both teams would like to forget. They get beat up a lot and couldn't even beat up on each other.
All right, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see the teams who have been dominating the board since the All-Star break. In third, Philadelphia.
Incredible rebounding numbers since the break. They've put in a lot of effort on the glass.
Jazz trail by 5. Pass to McDaniels. Picked it! It's Watson on the wing. McDaniels covering. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Out to the right wing. Here's Young. Plenty of space. A good-looking shot from the wing.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Johnson. Coming off a solid outing against Sacramento. Holmgren with the block.
Yeah, premier shot blocker. Holmgren may be slight of frame, but he's never running from the fray.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
So it's Philadelphia now. It's a three-point game. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Johnson. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Keon Ellis. He's made 2 of his 3 attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Jones. Jones hits them both. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Outside Watson. White with a screen on Barnes. Pass to Mobley. Johnson on the wing. And he lobs it up top. And Mobley throws it down.
It must be nice to have a 7-footer like Mobley that you can just throw pretty much anything up there and he'll go get it.
And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable?
Physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11", and the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. He hits the second from the line. Philadelphia is going too far. Jones against White. And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones.
Timeout, timeout.
That's his first foul.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Messi, he's checked in for Holmgren. Kuzma comes in for Scotty Barnes. Dunn, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jones. The 76ers also with a sub. Joe's checked in. Shot clock at 5. Johnson for 3. Utah grabs the miss. Outside McBride. Dunn outside. Kuzma right side. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
The passion Kuzma plays with inside rubs off and makes his whole team better.
Pass to Mobley. Blocked. Dunn outside. McBride on the wing. Outside Young. The 3. Over to the wing. Back to Dunn. Pass to Young. Picked by Messi. Young can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Left side Watson. Inside. Johnson finds White. From downtown. And the basket by Joe. And the 76ers lead by 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Kuzma. Dunn outside. And here's McBride. Back to Dunn. Utah moving the ball around. Blocked! Mobley outside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And with that length and athleticism, Johnson is always a lob threat.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Just 10 games left. Let's see the playoff race in the West. You look at the Jazz. Right now, they rank third, aiming for a high seed in the postseason.
Now, checking out the Jazz, they're so focused on holding their ground now in the last month of the season. And, of course, missing the play-in tourney means extra time to rest. They know how crucial that is for the playoffs.
Now here's Young. Impressive scoring stats with around 27 points a game. Here's Kuzma. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to White. Hartenstein with a screen on Young. White for 3. Utah grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Gibson. Outside Joe. Back to Johnson. Fires the 3. That's off. 5 for 8 from the floor. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Kuzma. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Outside Joe. Pass to White. Now Mobley. From deep. Oh, he drains it. His 6th and 9 tries so far.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
It's stolen by Johnson. Now Joe. There's the triple. Hartenstein passes to Johnson. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the 76ers.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And how about their shot blocking tonight? I mean, reading down, the ball goes up. They're there lurking.
Now here's Johnson. 18 points for him. White, good.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Jazz trail by 13. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him? He said, be aggressive, don't defer. And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you.
An impact player. Thank you, Allie. So Nick Nurse has decided to call time out here. A moment to rest and And some changes here for the 76ers. Walsh is checked in for Mobley. Kennard comes in for Joe. And it's Caruso in for Derek White. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 15-6 run. Caruso, right side. piece of it. Misi with it. And Kennard picks him up defensively. Finished off the break.
That'll definitely steal away some momentum, stripping them of the ball and then grabbing the bucket.
Here's Hartenstein. Hartenstein with a screen on Young. Here's Caruso. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Jazz trail by 8 to the inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for Philadelphia. Jackson Davis is checked in for Johnson, and Joe subbed in for Walsh. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Sixers lead by 7. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Caruso. 15 in his last outing. Now Joe, just 3 to shoot. Kennard for 3. Utah grabs the miss. Misi's got 4 rebounds now. Lets it go from deep. And that's not gonna go. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be back in a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. They've got Isaiah Hartenstein. Alex Caruso is out there with Keon Ellis. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson Davis in at power forward. Now here's Jackson Davis. Nails it from beyond the arc. Kennard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jazz trail by 10. Here's Rob. Outside Jones. Screen by Holmgren. To the paint. Holmgren powers through traffic.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the 76ers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Rollins. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Outside McBride. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Holmgren. Hits the rim on the way in. Good. Holmgren's got 4 points.
And one of the fears about Holmgren was his lack of bulk. But he's a strong enough finisher to still power it through contact inside.
Now here's Ellis. No made baskets yet. Count that bucket.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Jones sets a screen. Right side Barnes. Outside Jones. Shot on the wing. Again, Utah. Philadelphia leading by 6. Pass to Ellis. Let's go with a 3. Utah grabs the miss. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
Barnes drills the triple.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Grant.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length. to smother shooters, and he has the strength to deal with the bigger guys, too.
Barnes a screen. Jones. Jackson Davis grabs a miss.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Fast break, Utah. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. Good. Holmgren's gotten his third basket of the night. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc. Defensive hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Johnson comes in for Jackson Davis. And it's White in for Caruso. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Mobley finds White. Over Jones. The Sixers again can't hit. On offense, here's Utah. Big run right now for him. 11-2. Deflected. Mobley outside. Pass to White. Here's Johnson. Ellis outside. Knocks it down from distance. Ellis has got 5 points now this quarter.
A classic with perfect timing by Johnson.
Holmgren against Mobley. Now here's Barnes. Stolen by Kennard. Mobley down low. Here's Johnson. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. And now a 6-point 76ers lead.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Barnes passes to Holmgren. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is he's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
First free throw is good. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
And White has got the ball here for Philadelphia. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Philadelphia moving it around. Outside Johnson. The three ball. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
Outside Jones. Pass to Barnes. Wide open. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Watson. Down low. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
what an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
Rollins passes to Jones. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball until Will Hardy calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Johnson.
And whatever the D has thrown at him, he's had an answer. His offense is coming naturally to him because he keeps things simple. You hear that, people? Keeps things simple.
See which teams have been in transition over the last play. Fifth best, Utah.
They've done a great job using their defense to create for them on offense. Turn it over against this team, and you're going to be in trouble.
It's Barnes on the wing, covered by Johnson. 4 on the clock. Shot from the wing. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Ellis. Oh, he drains the three, and he'll go to the line for one more. Miles McBride picks one up, and he's got his first opportunity tonight. A line change here for Utah. Jazz trail by 10. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Dunn. Three-pointer. They get it back. Another shot. Misi's shot is good.
That was crazy. Failing to box out. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Kuzma with a screen on White. Young from long range. Outside McDaniels. Outside Young. There's the screen by Kuzma. Young misses.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Now 5 points in the game. Three-pointer. McDaniels with the rebound.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Here's Dunn. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Mobley. That one no good. Some solid defense from Misi. Jazz trail by 10. Outside Young. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. Here's what Utah has lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against them and the Washington Wizards.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
Joe's checked in for the Sixers. And out of bounds, the Jazz will take it. Let's see some of the numbers here for Derek White.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
And it's Utah with the ball. Beyond the arc. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Young. McDaniels, a screen on White. And here's McDaniels, defended by Watson. Now here's White. 5 points in the game. Now Mobley. McDaniels covering. Shoots a fadeaway. Mobley, no good.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Young looking for an opening. Over White. Utah with another miss.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Takes a 3. Utah grabs the miss. Pass to Young. Young goes in. The lead now cut to single digits. Young's got 7.
It's amazing what Young can do out there offensively. He just reads the defense so well.
All right, Graham, what Trae Young possesses. Just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Kuzma for 3. On target from range. Kuzma's gotten a second bucket on the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Johnson with a bucket.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor. He's the number down.
And Young isn't just a scorer. He also takes pleasure in creating opportunities for others.
The Sixers lead by 8. Outside Joe. Outside Johnson. Outside Joe. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Kuzma.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And Peyton Watson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. A minute 6 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Dunn. Fires the 3.
His struggles continue here in the second period. He simply can't get anything to fall.
Outside White. Over to the left wing. Mobley with it. He's against Messi. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Smart play there by Mobley, a coach's son. Man, this guy, he's been around the game his entire life.
It's his first trip to the line. He throw good, Mobley.
When you're talking about Mobley, where do you start? In terms of length, skill set, he's got a great offensive skill set, and he's got a great defensive skill set. This man has the old school grit and grind mentality.
It's good as he hits both shots.
Well, Evan Mobley is a real big man's big man. Sure, he does a little work on the arc, but his best moments happen on the glass and in the paint.
Inside, here's Kuzma. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. 7 points for Kyle Kuzma.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Outside White. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Dunn. Kuzma with the ball. Outside Young from the arc. That miss would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. We'll be right back after this word.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year. And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No, Ernie. Shaq started it. I promise you, Ernie, it was not me. I never throw the first chicken wing.
Yeah, I can't believe you just snitched Kenny.
Well, I don't care who did it. You're both cleaning it up.
But Ernie, it was Kenny.
And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Utah Jazz.
They've been a step slow to close out on shooters all night, and that's why they've given up so many threes. Come on, man, show some hustle.
Perimeter D, apparently not their strong suit. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to call the second half.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Johnson.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
Jazz trail by 8. Scotty Barnes is out there. Then it's Herb Jones. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Holmgren in at the 5. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. To the paint. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Left side Barnes from 10 feet away. That one a little long.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Double team on Mobley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mobley's got 10.
And has to fight through the finish. Mobley keeping his cool under duress.
Here's Holmgren. Holmgren using that length inside.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Ellis outside. Pass to Mobley. To the middle. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes.
Yeah, erasing the shot. Barnes saw it coming and gets there to knock it away.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with the forward.
Johnson against McDaniels. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Philadelphia shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
One shot.
On that one.
After averaging just about 3 points per game as a rookie, Jalen Johnson has put so much work into his game and has become a very good NBA player.
Young with it. He's picked up by Ellis. And the call will be against Derek White. That's foul number 2 for him. White against Young. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jones. Launches it. Rebound by Philadelphia. Mobley's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only get 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Jones, the pass to Young. Back to Jones. A good look from Holmgren. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Barnes against White. Shot is up. And another miss by Philadelphia.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
McDaniels finds Young. McDaniels, a screen on White. Pass to Barnes. Jones sets a screen. Shot from the top of the key. Barnes, it's good. Barnes has got 7 points in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And on the 2K leaderboard, the teams that have stonewalled offenses over the last month. 4th, the Jazz.
The energy that they're playing with on D has been tremendous the past month, challenging every shot, making things hard on every opponent.
Here's White. Give him 8 points now. Ellis outside. Back to White. Oh, got a piece of it. Tall. To the inside. Here's Johnson. Can't hit that one. McDaniels with some nice D. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up to the Jazz. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Mobley against Holmgren. And the ball out of play. The Jazz will have it. Jazz trail by 8. Right side Jones. That's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Ellis. The kick out to White. Fires for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And let's talk about their blocks. When you're facing a team swatting shots, it becomes a mental situation as well. It makes you think twice before you fire.
That one falls.
Letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Outside White. Fires from deep. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Young. Here's McDaniels. He's guarded by Ellis. Outside Jones. 6. Barnes a screen. And Jones good for 3. Jones has got 14 points.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
And here's Watson. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Mobley. Rejected by Holmgren.
I mean, what an incredible reach he has. Holmgren should strike fear.
Oh, up top for the lob to Holmgren.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well, leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
He goes up, and the dunk by Jones.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Johnson fight. Shoots over Holmgren. And another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Back to Jones. The 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Johnson's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Knocked away. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Gets stolen by Johnson. Outside White. Back to Johnson. Rebounded by the Jazz.
He hasn't found the range lately. It's wild to think he had 3 triples there in the first half.
Outside Young. Down low. Holmgren inside. Johnson on him. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. A different look for Utah. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Holmgren. McBride comes in for McDaniels. And it's Rollins in for Young in for the Sixers. And here's Johnson. He's got 24. Here's Mobley. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Mobley's got 12 points in the game.
Good thing Mobley was right there, ready to get involved and save the play.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, guys, if you want to know why the score is what it is, look at their turnovers this quarter.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Watson. Philadelphia leading by 8. Now Joe, 6 a game. Outside White. Knocks down the triple. White's got 6 in the quarter.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. It's always exciting to see a player with the hot hand. Klay Thompson knows a little something about that, and he said it's that flow state that any great athlete or artist, entertainer, tries to get into. The one thing I learned is you can't force those great nights. You have to let them just happen. Guys?
I can only imagine what that's like. Thanks a lot, Allie. From 3-point range. And here for the Jazz. 11-point game. Rollins passes to Jones. There's the screen by Kuzma. On the wing, Kuzma down to 5 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. Johnson passes to Joe. White on the wing, and stolen by Jones. McBride with it. Joe covering, and the shot goes down. Kuzma's got 9 points.
You got to appreciate it. Night in and night out, he brings it.
White, the pass to Joe. Back to White. Lets it fly. Philadelphia with another miss.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Sensational swat from Mobley. I love how hard he goes on the defensive end.
And Hartenstein gets it to go. Hartenstein's got his first points of the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of his way to the hoop.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And some changes here for the 76ers. Jackson Davis is checked in for Evan Mobley. Kennard comes in for Johnson. And it's Caruso in for White. Outside McBride. Pass to Rollins. The three is up. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Joe. Now Jackson Davis. Philadelphia moving it around. And here's Caruso outside. The shot that time not on target. Jazz trail by 11. Releases. Rollins gets the bucket.
And despite the height, oh my. He just attacks that in.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Caruso. No points yet. And the basket by Joe.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Outside McBride. Kuzma for three. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Good fundamental basketball from Kuz there. He works hard to find those shots and support his team.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Rollins. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Now here's Caruso. Defense right on him. Outside Joe. Pass to Jackson Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Kennard for 3. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside, knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
And here are the Sixers now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Caruso outside. Outside Joe. Fires the 3. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers ending the quarter up 10. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. They've got Keon Ellis, Trace Jackson Davis out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein, and it's Caruso in at the point guard.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Pass to Rollins. Here's Young. It's deflected. To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And it's the Sixers with the ball. Following the bucket by the Jazz. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the 76ers lead by 12. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Here's Young, following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. Shot clock at 6. Holmgren, the pass to McDaniels. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Sixers lead by 13. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Kennard. Here's Jackson Davis. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. Ellis's shot is off. For Utah, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Looking to end this cold spell. Young, the pass to Holmgren. To the right side. 17-foot shot on the way. Young misses.
Because he is struggle bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Here's Caruso. Now here's Ellis. Here's Kennard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter.
At point-blank range, oh, yeah. You're not missing from there.
Pass to Holmgren. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's foul number 2 for him. The Sixers with some changes. Mobley, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Jalen Johnson comes in for Jackson Davis. And Derek White subbed in for Caruso. Now here's White. Pass to Ellis. From downtown, Utah grabs the miss. Misi's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Rollins. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Keon Ellis. First one falls for him. Good on both. The 7. Kennard, right side. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Johnson a screen on Young. White for 3. Misi grabs the board. The Jazz have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. And with the single digits. Holmgren's gotten 4 this quarter.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Here's White from deep. Johnson. Philadelphia with another miss. Jazz trail by 9. Pass to Rollins. Utah moving the ball around. Showing off his agility and touch inside. Trae Young.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Outside White. Kennard for 3. Utah. Daniels. Pass to Holmgren. There's Holmgren on the slam.
And I'll tell you, this thing looked pretty much over heading into the 4th, but give them a lot of credit for fighting their way back.
White with it. Kennard for 3. Counted from distance. And the 76ers lead by 8.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
White against Young. 6. Pass to McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. Ellis outside. Back to White. 4-3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Young finds McDaniels. Back to Young. Here's from deep. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
White, the pass to Ellis. Mobley, right side. Back to Kennard. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Here's Holmgren. The kick out to Young. McDaniels, a screen on White. Goes back up.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Now here's Johnson. Ellis outside. Jacks up a 3. Sinks it from distance.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Young against White. Out to the wing. Screen by Holmgren. Passes to Holmgren. Good. Holmgren gets the second half. Philadelphia leading by 6. Ellis outside. Down low. Here's Mobley. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Yves Misi.
I love the intensity from Mobley going right up inside, not avoiding the contact.
Barnes, he's checked in for Utah. Jones comes in for Rollins. Philadelphia also making some changes. Watson comes in for Kennard. And it's Alex Caruso in for Ellis. He does not get the second one.
One thing they've done well is rebounding.
Pass to McDaniels. Mobley with the block.
Do not test Evan Mobley, a top-level shot blocker.
Jones with a screen on White. Young, the pass to McDaniels. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. And it's 7 points now in the game for Jaden McDaniels.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Mobley, a screen on Jones. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That'll be a second foul of the game. Johnson, a screen on Jones. Jones against White. Clock at 4. Here's Mobley. From down in the low post, it goes. And the 76ers lead by 7.
The nice touch from the interior. Mobley looks very comfortable shooting from there.
Screen by Holmgren.
The officials were right on top of that one. thing that's slowed Holmgren down at times is injuries. Otherwise, he's been pretty much unstoppable.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's White. Now Mobley. From 18 feet. Oh, it's off.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Holmgren completes the second chance.
These moments are important for development. Needs to keep seeing those big-time shots.
Johnson a screen on Jones. White fires. Ooh, the three doesn't go.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Young.
Most people think of Young as a perimeter player, but he has the courage and toughness to work inside.
Good on the first. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Young.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
White against Jones. Johnson outside. Caruso, a screen on McDaniels.
And this is the kind of pressure Johnson applies to defenses. He puts you in a bind and makes you foul him.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Utah's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Barnes with a screen on White. Young! Oh, it's no good! That would have tied it. Philadelphia leading by 3. Now Mobley. The triple drops.
A guy who knows about pressure situations. Caruso getting it done in the clutch.
White against Young. McDaniels outside. On the wing, Jones. Ooh, rise and fire.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep it right where it needed to be.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
And no doubt, they've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Now here's White. Young with the double team. Outside Watson. Mobley! Caruso outside. He launches. And Utah calls time here. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
When it comes down to crunch time, Barnes wants the ball in his hands.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
No mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did.
Caruso rips down the board. So this one belongs to the 76ers. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Jalen Johnson.